What role does the automotive industry in the TEMEC region play with respect to the industry globally? According to the International Organization of Motor Vehicle Manufacturers, in the entire world during 2019, 91,786,861 cars were produced, of which Canada produced 2,025,794 cars, Mexico 4,100,770 cars, and United States 11,297,911 cars, which gave us a total of 17,424,475 cars produced in the TEMEC region. This represents 17.99% of the total produced cars in the world. Only China produced 28.71% of the cars in 2019. Both the TEMEC region and China had a decrease in production during this year, while other countries in the non-European Union members grew a lot, although their contribution is minimal. Since the USMCA agreement began, some new regulations have been enforced, such as 75% of the vehicle has to be done in USA, Mexico, or Canada in order to avoid paying taxes for international trading of goods. At least 70% of a producer's steel and aluminum purchases must be originated in North America, among other regulations.
The COVID-19 pandemic has affected several parts of the global supply chain. It had problems with Chinese parts for exportation and large-scale manufacturing interruptions across Europe, and also the closure of many assembly lines in the US, Mexico, and other countries for keeping employees at home. Also, there was a downshift on the demand during the confinement, and it is expected a global recession due to the lockdown scenarios in all countries. Manufacturers and plants and part suppliers have to return to full production, but they had delays on deliveries, and also the launchment of new car models have been postponed. The automotive demand has fallen, and also there have been delays on the development of new technology and upcoming projects. The supply chain started to have problems when more than 300 plants for automotive parts in China stopped production, and also 93% of the US automotive plants were offline. Therefore, the automotive industry has to think in new ways to cover the supply chain. They have to be prepared for the post-pandemic crisis and also for any problem from the future. Having a resilient supply chain will reduce risks.
For the concept of OEM is an original equipment manufacturer. This is defined as a company whose goods are used as components in the products of another company. This company finishes the product and sells to the users the finished product. As a fact, with the fix of the pandemic start to win and the industry begins to recover, the OEMs will explore various options to draw back consumers and offset the drop in sales. For the concept of Tier 1 is a concept that is used for those companies that are considered the most important members of a supply chain. This is a final step before the product reaches the OEM, who may complete the product of simply get it ready for distribution, and their main objective is to link important business functions and process into an integrated business model. For the concept of Tier 2 is a concept that is used for those companies that are usually limited in the way they can produce. Most of the time, these companies are smaller and have less advantage than Tier 1. They start rolling of the OEM's final product, which means they are vital to the speed of production.
For the last question of who's the best manufacturer of the OEMs, we're focusing more on United States, Canada, and Mexico, even though the first place is from a German company called Robert Bock, which sells 49,525 millions of total global automotive parts. In the second place, we have a Canadian company called Magna International, that sells 40,827 million. In the eighth place, we have a United States company called Lean Corp that sells 21,149 million and sells seating and electrical systems. And all the way in the 52nd place, we have a Mexican company called Nemac that sells 4,704 million. We can see that in this list, there is a long separation on where the companies go. That's why Canada is the best company of the OEMs.